Austin and KC with a plan so bright, talking about the draft until the night. Duval's their home where whispers flock. Together they're ready to shock your mock.
It's pretty good.
Jaguars
I'm not mad at this one.
ready to pick, hoping their choice will do the trick. In the sunshine, bright and clear, trust in the team, feel the cheer. Goals are set, fans dream big, hoping for a dance, a winning jig. Duval's bright joy on the track, Austin and Casey got their back.
I was solid.
Hey, I'm going to be honest with you. Can we submit that to like the Grammys or something? Like I don't know what to do now, guys. Because I feel like we have like a banger on our hands, and I don't know what to do now. This is what like Kanye West feels like in the studio. Because I feel like we actually just did something.
We cooked.
I feel like we have something here.
We just
That was like it made sense.
I mean,
use the words correctly.
Understandable. My name was pronounced right. Casey's name was pronounced right.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, Hamby, go ahead and put that one in the good pile, please. And I'm gonna Google later of how to actually like. I don't want to do the mock. And I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to do the mock draft. I want to go home and like.
That's pretty good.
I'm trying to.
We got something here.
I think we got something here. So, yeah, if anybody knows how to like contact the Grammys, I'd appreciate it. But until that time, let's do what we do best and let's go shock some mocks. Hamby, do we have the first one?
Yes, sir. Here we go.
All right.
And this is...
Do we have the name?
Yes, this belongs to Simon at Simon0108.
Simon 0108?
Yes.
Is he a bot himself or is this a real person?
Looks like that from the Twitter picture that this is a real person.
All right, cool. Let's break him down then. I like it. So, pick number 17. I'll be honest, Casey. No trades. No circumnavigating what we have to do here.
Okay.
Just a straight up shock your mock. I'm not mad at this to get things started. I am a little disappointed, though, where he went first. Terrion Arnold, pick number 17, cornerback out of Alabama, 6 foot tall, 189, 31 and 5/8 reach, had the highest production score of all the corners and the third highest score when you combine athleticism. Your thoughts, Casey?
Well, I mean, those are solid numbers.
Those are great numbers.
I understand how you feel about the position.
Yeah.
I still think it's a position that they need. Obviously, receiver would have been, something to see here, but I wouldn't hate it. I know some of you would. I wouldn't. So
here's what we're getting here with Terrion Arnold, and keep in mind, I mean, if you need a cornerback, this might be your guy. 4'5", 40, 37-inch vertical, 10'9" on the broad jump. NFL comparison, Marshawn Lattimore.
I'm liking that.
Calvin Ridley is praying that we don't get Terrion Arnold.
Probably.
Because we saw it happen against the Saints.
Yeah.
2 catches, whatever yards he had. I mean, this is a guy, and this is what scouts are saying, guy plays with an attitude in the best way possible. He's got this is me talking, by the way. He's got a whole kennel of dogs in him. Not just one, not just 2. He's got a whole kennel. Like, the guy plays with bad intentions. He's got that dog in him, and I like that on this defense. A scout said, actually, an NFL regional scout said, that Kool-Aid McKinstry is the more reliable and consistent compared to Terrion Arnold, but Arnold will eventually have the more of the pure cover talent. So obviously, you can go back and forth between Kool-Aid or Terrion Arnold. What I've been reading, I like Terrion Arnold a little better in terms of just the mentality that he brings to the cornerback position. Casey, you like this one?
I do. I'm a fan. I would not be upset by it.
Okay. Pick number 48, wide receiver out of South Carolina, guy we've been seeing a lot of now lately, Xavier Legette. Yep, Xavier Legette, 4'3", 10'6" broad jump, 40-inch vertical. Casey, your thoughts?
40-inch vertical?
Yeah.
6'3"?
Now, I told Brent this. Rumor is that Xavier put a dollar bill on the top of a backboard, jumped up, and made change with it.
Really?
No. But he's got pretty good vertical. What do you think about him, though?
I'm in. I think I think, again, you can get a little bit of what you don't have. He's big. I don't know if he can play big in the NFL, right?
Yeah.
But eyes good, numbers good at South Carolina. It is South Carolina. Debo went there. I don't know if that means anything at all. But
do we need to bring back the voice?
The voice.
The voice.
Xavier Leggett's voice.
Oh, yeah. Do you have it?
Yep.
Yeah, hit me with it.
Oh, no.
Here we go.
Whether you're taking a pitch or catching a short pass or catching a deep ball, what would you say are the best parts of your game that help you get into the end zone so often?
Oh, man, I'd say the deep ball, man. But I really feel like any way that I get the ball in my hand, I could get it to that end zone.
Whether you're
That's real, bro.
That's what he sounds like?
Yeah, he's country, man.
He's going to get in.
Has
that end
anybody
zone.
in the history of the NFL sounded like a combination more of Forrest Gump and
Randy
Bubba?
Moss? No.
Well, and Bubba. Well, I was going to say Bubba from, but yeah, Randy Moss as well.
It does sound like Randy Moss.
Sounds like Bubba mixed with Forrest Gump. I'm all for it, man.
Sure.
Okay, does it do anything for you?
No, I mean,
Here's what I'm going to say with Xavier Legette. The route running scouts have said, and this is a quote here.
oh boy.
It's a long-winded one. He uses his route running simply as a means of getting to the rendezvous point rather than a chance to con coverage out of position.
Okay.
Uses his route running simply as a means of getting to the rendezvous point rather than a chance to con coverage out of position. I mean, once again,
I don't want to pick him because of that.
Really?
I don't know what it means, but I don't.
Yeah, I mean, so basically what we're saying is this guy's a freak athlete, not necessarily the most polished of route runners, but maybe doesn't have to be. And I'll tell you right now, if the NFL ever has any more of these gimmick things like we have with the kickoff where, hey, is it a possession or not? You have to do a jump ball. I'm sending Xavier Legette.
That's a good call.
Every time. Pick number 96, Austin, great name, Booker. Edge out of Kansas, 6'4" and a half. 240 pounds, ran a 4.79, 32-inch vertical. Sorry, I almost said 40-inch vertical. 32-inch vertical for Austin Booker. Casey, your thoughts? At the edge, a spot that the Jaguars could definitely use.
Yeah, according to Instagram, he has no profile picture, what has to make you wonder what's going on there.
Focused on football. It's the Pat Fryermuth effect. We've been over this, Casey.
forgot about
and how did Pat Fryermuth? Oh, we were all complaining. He doesn't post anything. It's always about football. Well, guess what, Pat Fryer? I mean, once again, you got Kenny Pickett throwing the football, but when a guy's throwing the football, you can catch it. Pat Fryermuth is pretty good. Anyway, sorry.
Also confirmed via Instagram, he has that dog in him because Kansas made a mock-up of dogs in his chest. Looks kind of like that. I don't know.
That's a whole kennel's worth of dogs.
Yeah, so you've got to feel good about that, plus the no profile picture, guys, all football.
So I probably should have said this too as well. This could be a Trent Baalke blue light special because this guy is a freak of nature when it comes to his wingspan. He has super long arms, and it's talked about a lot with scouts. His NFL comparison, there it is.
Scared me.
Trent Baalke blue light special. Trent Baalke's got them hungry eyes. All right, so NFL comparison. Max Crosby.
Really?
Yes.
Also has that dog in him.
With Austin Booker, and this is the crazy thing that like I've read about him, and it's kind of crazy to see. He's already like coming from Kansas is extremely polished. You know, I mean, obviously Kansas is better now in football, but like scouts have said he can stride and dip at the top of the rush or beat tackles back inside with a Euro step, which I didn't know was even possible, or a spin counter. He can stab with his long arms in the pocket and stay separated from them at the point of attack, has length and speed to be a very special player. If this guy's here at 96, I'm not mad at that.
I'd agree.
So how are you feeling so far about this?
I mean, those are the three positions, are they not?
Correct?
I mean, you
Being
can,
addressed?
I mean, you can go, you know, whatever order you want to go there. But me personally, the way that this draft did it, I'm not mad at it.
So we got Dwayne Carter, 6'2", 302 out of Duke. Defensive tackle. Ran a 4.99. Just beat out that 5 flat. Just beat out that 5 flat. And to be fair, off of first appearances, this could be a Danny Almonte situation because the guy looks like he's 45 years old. Now, your thoughts?
So first of all, you have to respect the name D-E Wayne. There's a
Yeah.
lot of people that have Dwayne, just D, like the letter D,
I like
and then
it.
Wayne.
I like it.
I have a friend, his name is D-U-A-N-E,
Yes.
Dwayne. So the fact that we're going D-E Wayne, you have to be a big proponent of, like it. Duke educated, 5 years, like it. And maybe most importantly, according to his Twitter bio, he's an entrepreneur.
Really?
Now, he hasn't been on Twitter since he was in high school, but he's an entrepreneur. So, listen, that's all I'm saying. You're getting a Duke-educated entrepreneur. You have to like it.
Took a 5-year break for the studies.
Who's putting entrepreneur out of high school?
He was ready.
Oh, dude, I'm quoting like all the rap lyrics to getting canceled 10 years later if I'm in high school with
Nope.
Twitter.
Bro just posted all the offers he got. He said, sign with Duke, entrepreneur.
Unbelievable.
Posted his huddle.
A little about this guy's playing ability. So,
Oh, I got no clue on that. But
well, I'll tell you right now. Scouts say this guy's salty. Okay, so not only is he an entrepreneur, he's also a salty one.
Okay.
One would say bull rush can be salty as all get out. I guess it's a pretty salty bull rush.
Sounds that way?
Yeah, and he may possess more talent eventually to be a good run stopper. So this is kind of crazy where usually you get a big body defensive tackle, and it's always the same, right? Where they're good in the run game, got to develop pass rush moves. Dwayne Carter, the entrepreneur, is going outside of that box and doing his old thing here. Hello, Sharks. I'm Dwayne Carter, and I can actually rush the passer pretty well. Run stopping, not so much.
Yep.
Are you if you're Mark Cuban, are you buying the Dwayne Carter stock?
I'm buying the Dwayne Carter stock at 114.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. Brandon Coleman, 6'4", 313 pounds, offensive guard out of TCU. Initial thoughts?
Again, position that you at least need some depth at. I mean, you're probably not getting a starter at that spot, but
Yeah.
again, another position that I think you need to address, being addressed. TCU, not so great last year. Year before, pretty good. So, big enough to play guard, I think, so I'm with it.
34 and 5/8 inch arms. Now, unless his spine and upper back are a toothpick, this guy has like a Giannis Antetokounmpo type of reach.
Really?
That's going to be a Trent Baalke-Beloit special. That's going to be a Trent Baalke-Beloit special.
It's gone.
Oh, there it is.
Okay, yeah, there it is. There it is.
We got him.
I wasn't prepared for one on Coleman.
Hey, man, yeah, get ready. Trent Baalke is absolutely salivating at this guy. 6'4", 313 as a guard and has the long arms. This is Trent Baalke's type of guy right here. He's got them hungry eyes. By the way, Casey, that's a song that your mom and dad probably listened to when they were growing up.
I'll check in on that.
Yeah, check in on it. Ran a 4.99 offensive guard, doesn't really matter. 34-inch vertical. Has a lot of actually tackle experience, and then they moved him down to guard. So he's got pretty good footwork and is pass action ready. Could be a little bit of an issue in the run game, but from a pass protection standpoint, is one of the higher ranked guys here in the draft. Next pick 153. We've had this guy before. Luke McCaffrey, or as I like to call him.
Oh, not again.
As I like to call him. The Michelle Williams of the McCaffrey family. Now, Austin, who is Michelle Williams? Well, there was a band or a group called Destiny's Child that featured the one and only Beyonce. And then there was a girl with short hair who had a song with Nelly called Kelly Rowland. Then there's Michelle Williams. Who I think did Dancing with the Stars, not maybe, or did like The Masked Singer,
Yeah,
something like that.
I think so. Yeah, that's tough.
Well, I mean, what do you want me to tell you? All right,
No, you're right.
the scouts have said it all. He's not as big as his dad, and he's not as fast as his brother. But Casey, what does he have? Soft hands.
Soft hands, that's right.
Soft hands. So Luke McCaffrey ran a 4.46. That's still pretty fast, all things considered. 36-inch vertical, 6'2", 198 out of Rice. Listen, focus drops do not exist in this guy's dojo. Still probably my favorite quote from any NFL scout. One more time. Focus drops do not exist in this guy's dojo. This is probably going to be a slot wide receiver here, though. Once again, at 153, if he falls down, why not? Take a chance on him. He's fearless into the teeth of the defense and excels at combat catches. So you're getting that Rambo with soft hands. Not sure if that goes together or not, but nevertheless, hey, do what you got to do. Hunter Now I'm going to try to pronounce that. Hamby, Kids Corner, what do you got for us for pick number 212?
Nauerzad.
Wow.
Hunter, wow. Not bad. Hunter Nauerzad, OC. Maybe they're going to replace Press Taylor, but I assume this is going to be offensive center. Just kidding, everybody. Obviously, for depth purposes here, a guy you can eventually develop. And then pick 236 is Dominique Hampton out of Washington. Casey, what are your initial thoughts here as we go quick to the second mock draft?
This dude, Nauerzad?
Yes.
How was it, Hamby?
Nauerzad, I guess.
Nauerzad.
Genius.
Really?
I think.
I feel like most centers got to be geniuses.
Well, I'm just, again, looking at his Instagram bio. It says Cornell Engineering in 22.
Okay.
And then he transferred to Penn State. So
Yep.
I imagine to go to Cornell, one, you have to be smart.
Yeah.
And then engineering, again, feels like something that's got to be smart.
Okay, so it's interesting. So he goes to Cornell,
Played football.
has the brains.
Yes.
Then he goes to Penn State, and then what happens after that? Nothing really? Was it more about football? Because this is the Pat Frymuth effect. Remember Pat Frymuth from Penn State?
Yeah, he just, played football.
There it is.
He was a certified
I like
problem.
It. Brains, but then certified problem at the football level. Okay.
Also 6 years of college for Hunter. 6. But grown man. Getting a grown man. You don't have to worry about 3 years. You're getting like a 21-year-old. Nah, you got a grown man who's an engineer from Cornell. So
Dude's getting his ARP card pretty soon.
you got to feel good about it.
Keep track of it. Okay, so your initial thoughts on this draft quick before we go to the second one.
I think you hit all the positions of need.
Yes.
Again, Dwayne Carter, big win because of the name. You got to feel good about it.
Okay, cool. Hamby, forget the break. The song was so good. We're going right into the second one right away. Oh, let's get it. All right. Pick number 17, a guy who's becoming very famous on this show, a guy who tried to rewrite the AI for and unfortunately didn't work so well. But Brian Thomas, 6'3", 209, 79, 79 what? I have 79 written down. What do you think the 79 would be?
I have no idea.
Okay, so 79
Wingspan
is 79. Which, when you think about it, now see, I actually did the research on this guy with his wingspan because I got so sick and tired of arm length. I want to know exactly how long his wingspan was.
Mm-hmm.
In case to put in perspective, I'm pretty long. I haven't beat by like 1 inch. So this is a good indicator of how long his wingspan is.
I like that.
Now, ran a 4.33, 38.5 inch vertical. And on the bench press, well, who really cares because you're a wide receiver?
Agreed with that. Yep.
What do you think about Brian Thomas Jr.?
Just get me to the line.
Yep, thank you.
Yeah, I mean, I like it. Again, I think you'd rather go veteran guy, but if you don't get your guy, then I'm with it if he's there.
Okay, Bleacher Report gave this guy an comparison of Martavius Bryant. Your thoughts about that?
Not good.
I mean,
I was a great player until off the field stuff.
yeah, but at the same time, you're taking him number 17, Hamby. I need better than Martavius Bryant.
I know.
Yeah, I'm going to not be happy with that at all.
He had a touchdown every 4 catches, which is
Much better.
ridiculous.
Yep.
But he may lack a little physicality in terms of run blocking. Not sure how the Jaguars would feel about that. And he still needs to polish on his route running as he cannot run the entire route tree quite yet. I really want to see this route tree. What is there, like 8 different routes?
9.
9? You know that for a fact, Hamby?
That's what normally is referred to as the route tree.
Okay. Yeah, and you get the in, the out, the flags, the posts, the flies. Sticks. Okay. Yeah, I guess you're right. Hamby, you check out. The best thing about this guy, though, Casey,
Here it is.
And you may not know about this yet, but it's taken the entire city of Jacksonville by storm, and maybe the nation one day. Scouts have said, you ready for this one?
Sure.
Let me stretch out for this. He's got a short area shake for some quick hitters.
Okay.
What did
That didn't do it for you, bro?
Thoughts? You're not impressed?
Casey.
I'm as impressed as I can be.
Not impressed with some short area
Austin,
shake and quick hitters?
Yeah, give him one more time.
Give it to me one more time.
Short area shake with some quick hitters.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I'm not buying it.
I don't think Casey's impressed.
Yeah.
I think Casey wants neighbors, and hey, don't we all? Pick number 48, Max Melton. Had him on the show before here. On the show, I mean, we mock drafted him before. 5'11", 187, 4'3", just missed out on that 4.4. So yeah, you got around a 4.3, you can say. 40.5-inch vertical, 11.4 on the broad jump. Casey, your initial thoughts?
A little short, but again, ball hawk at Rutgers.
Yes.
What does that mean? Not really sure. But He's gotten a few of them at Rutgers. Size, concern, can he play on the outside? Yet to be seen, but again, I think a position of need.
So here's the wild thing about Max Melton. Yesterday, I believe we had him, and we said how can't probably play on the outside, is going to be a later guy, you're taking him too high.
Yes.
And then I read another website, I'm not going to give people credit, like who was right, who was Bleacher Report, and they said that this guy can dominate in press coverage, and that's when he's at his best, and he has the size and agility to be a day one starter. So not really sure.
We got scout beef.
We got scout beef going on here. Oh, by the way, scouts said with this guy, we talked about this yesterday a little bit. When playing with his eyes forward from zone and searching for clues to jump in and make plays on football, Max Melton plays at his best.
Right.
Jankies, you know how we feel about it.
Scooby-Doo.
He's a member of the Scooby-Doo crew, if you will. I don't know about that. I mean, all things considered.
What were they called?
They were on the Mystery Machine, but I can't remember what the crew was called.
Yeah.
By the way,
he's just in the Mystery Machine.
Looking back on it, a very eclectic group of people in that Mystery Machine.
Ain't it?
Yeah, a little bit of everything.
A little bit.
Yeah.
And a talking dog.
Next pick, Mason Smith, 96, defensive tackle, LSU. We got two LSU guys going here. Mason Smith. Not the same Mason Smith as the punter from Averett College, which I figured out. Made that mistake this morning.
Gotcha.
This Mason has two things that you like. He's got 2 A's in his name, the Aaron Rodgers effect, if you will.
You have to feel good about that.
Got to feel good about that. So he could be destined for greatness. And also, 6'5", 306 pounds, and he's got those Trent Baalke blue light special hungry eye arms of 38 inches.
Third thing you have to like, if you're not cheating, you're not trying, suspended 1 game for improper benefits. Don't know what that means at LSU. but they wanted him there real bad, and it is what it is. So
this guy was a national top 20 prospect for LSU. Didn't obviously live up to the expectations. This is a guy that you bring in and you hope to develop him. Now, it hasn't worked done well before. Taven Brown, Fowler, Kayvon Chason, but you hope this guy can make a difference. We'll speed up a little bit more. We're running out of time here. Blake Fisher, 6'6", out of Notre Dame, offensive tackle.
Had him.
We've had him before. Became the first true freshman to ever start at left tackle for Notre Dame. That must have went so well because they moved him to right tackle eventually. He's a capable climber and puller and as a move blocker, but oh, what is this? The chickens have come to roost. The cows are in the pasture because scouts have said often late out of his stance, the last one, putting him behind when he's trying to do his chores.
That's right.
Take that for how you want. Pick number 116, Andrew Phillips, 5'10", 191, 31 1/8 inch arms, 4'8", 42 inch vertical. Case, quick thoughts?
The fact that his name is DRU and not DREW makes me want him on the team.
So I like that a lot. This guy specializes in zone coverage, and this is confirmed by 2 websites, so we know this for a fact. May not fit in the Jaguar scheme per se. He's got a quick pounce, according to scouts, and he plays the run game like he's not afraid to hit people.
Good.
We have on Calipari effect coming up, pick 153 here. We are going to Bo Limmer. Bo Limmer, anything Casey, I'm Bo Limmer. He's 6'5", 302, 5'2", 40, and a 36 inch vertical. Are guards just getting bigger these days?
It feels like it. You have to feel good about this guy because the moment, the second, the millisecond that NIL started, this guy was laying on a bed at Fayetteville Mattress Firm and locked up in NIL deal with mattresses. So you have to feel good about that. A little bit of an entrepreneur as well. Big fella can play guard him with it.
Call him the Sue Pig Savant, getting that Mattress Firm money. Pick number 212, we're going with Eric Watts, 6'6", 274. Ran a 4.67 in the 40-yard dash, coming from the edge. Size, speed, has all the potential in the world, but 2 things count against this guy. Lack of production, and his pad level's way too high. Your thoughts?
The third thing against him is he plays at UConn. It's a basketball school.
That's a good point. And listen, if you're that big and that athletic, they should have been recruiting you for basketball.
Yeah, So I'm out on UConn football players.
Okay. And then we got Logan Lee rounding up, obviously, a depth pick at 236 for defensive tackle. All right, Casey, before we got to head out here.
Do want to shout out, this was Robert Astert's
There we go.
He's very active in the chat, avid listener.
There we go.
Shout out, Robert.
I wasn't mad at this. I mean, all things considered, there are some things to like out of this one. But Casey, let's go to you first.
Yeah, as much as I would like to get Mattress Firm in there, I'm gonna have to go to the other one. I think the corner, I like the position.
You addressed a lot more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man,
you might have 3 starters in the other one in your first 3.
No.
Here's the other one.
Because you potentially your starter on the outside.
Correct.
Potentially a starter.
Yeah.
And that one's a little tougher.
But seriously, this guy's a
like
super
that guy.
sleeper. I do like that guy a lot. Hand me one more time the other mock draft, please.
And then Dwayne. You got to feel good about Dwayne.
I feel about
He's an entrepreneur.
Dwayne.
But Mattress Firm.
Mattress Firm. I mean, we're late for our chores here with Blake Fisher too.
Yeah, I mean,
Mason Smith.
Can't get the quarterback hurt.
I mean, you know what? Casey, you're taking the second one, right? I'm taking the first one.
First one.
To make things interesting, because I do like Brian Thomas Jr. and Trevor Lawrence. Ooh. I'm helping you out here.
Well, you're also going to get him hurt.
Well, and then Max Melton as well. Give me the first one. So for the first time in Shock Your Mock history,
oh boy,
let's go to the kids' corner to close out the show. The deciding vote. Kids' corner. Jason Hamby. Who are you going with?
The one that I am taking.
Probably got paid for this too, by the way.
No, no payments involved.
Okay.
As much as I love,
check the Venmo.
No under the table.
As much as I love, just got to get the ball in my hands. I can get into that end zone.
No.
Come on.
I'm taking Brian Thomas Jr. in the first round.
Let's go. Sorry, Casey. Thanks for coming by. It's great to have you on the show the past couple days. Sorry, man.
Cool. So we've got Trevor Lawrence hurt. This dude cheated at LSU. This guy tiny, but we got Brian Thomas.
Hey,
cool.
Sometimes you got to crack some eggs and make an omelet.
You're taking a guy from UConn in football.
Casey, he's 6'7" or 6'6".
Pick 212. I'm not that worried about it.
Then go grab boards somewhere.
Hey,
we don't need you.
We got Bo Limler coming in, gonna take care of things. Offensive coordinator, gonna do his thing out at the OC. We're all good. Congratulations, Hamby. Who was the winner of this one again?
Roberts.
Roberts.
Yes.
Congratulations, man. You're on to the next round. It was a nail biter. Came down to Hamby. You'd have it no other way. The world in his hands, and I'm proud of him.
Mac Jones going to be throwing Brian Thomas the ball because Buddy's late on his chores. What are we doing?
Oh.
Man.